you will save years of your life from being on the field to being off the field. What up, guys? Coming at you with another short video, and this one's all about the mentality shift I took this year to double my business. Something that was on my mind today while I was cutting the last property, and it was basically the idea of how I've been able to get so much more done this year and propel my business as much as I have in comparison to my other years of being in business. And the key thing that really stuck with me, and I think this will help a lot of you out getting in this mindset, putting your day-to-day activities, the way you manage your time, into perspective. And that's being able to take each day and squeezing the ever-living shit out of it and making the most of every single day that you're out here working. Now, I basically live in my truck, so you guys are going to get a lot of content of me in my truck, which I'm assuming most of you who are going to be watching this also spend a lot of time in your truck. It's part of what we do until you're completely off the field and no longer providing the services that you're selling. You're going to be living in your truck majority of your week. So it's about taking all the opportunities that are around you and taking advantage of them, and making sure that every day you go and put your boots on and you head out the door, that you go with the mentality that I'm gonna fucking kill it today. And the way you do that is by wasting as little bit of time as you can every single day. For instance, I'm out here still running a truck 5 days a week. Now, my Fridays are a little lighter, so I can help pick up yards that are missed, do more estimates, consults, computer work. I give myself about a half a day of work on Fridays to allow me to do this other stuff. So one of the things you'll realize is as you continue to grow and scale your business is that you don't just jump out of the field, you throttle off out of the field. So you go from a half a day to a full day to 1.5 to 2 days and so forth, until eventually you're just managing the day-to-day systems that you've implemented within your business. Now, in order to get to that point and to minimize the amount of time you have to spend wearing 10 hats, and the heaviest one you have to wear is being consistent with being out there and actually providing the service, is the time you take advantage of in your truck. Now, while I'm in my truck, I will send out estimates, because the CRM that we use, I'm able to send estimates via my mobile app, and so it really makes my estimate process quick. I also will make phone calls to whoever I need to make phone calls with. I really try to minimize the amount of phone calls I make and communicate via email with my current clients, because I can do that on my own time whenever I want. That doesn't need to be done while I'm running a route. I can do that very first thing in the morning, or at the end of the day, or during the lunch break. You can take those time windows to send out emails. But while you're running your route, you have to take advantage of the time that you have between your jobs. If you're not taking care of yourself, hydrating, or eating food, then you need to be working on the business, making those follow-up calls, confirming the estimates that you have to go and give after your route's done, so that way you're not wasting time for people who cancel, aren't home, or hired somebody else. These are all scenarios you're going to come across. So it's taking advantage of the time so you're not wasting time later, because then if you're wasting time later, it could have been spent or applied to doing something else that's going to be more beneficial for you. Now, this year, committed to myself, to my business, my team, my guys, that I was going to go all in. And I did that at the same time moving an hour and a half away from my shop. So now I have over 2.5 hours of drive time that I have to account for every day just on my commute. But I don't view that as wasted time, because I'm able to work on my business during that commute. I make these videos. I will go and get back to customers. You can use the microphone while you're replying back to emails, so that way you can talk and reply to your emails, so you're not having to text and drive the whole time. You can another thing I did was take my laptop with me today, and between some of these jobs, I stopped and I sent more thorough landscaping quotes, well, you have to have more itemized items. There's more details that have to be included in your estimate description. So I brought my laptop with me and hooked it up to the hotspot on my phone, so I have mobile internet. And it's about finding those little hacks, those little pieces of time, and making the most of it. Because when you do that day in and day out, you become the most efficient owner and operator that you can become. The easier it's going to be for you to exit and get off the field because of all the time you did not waste. You have to go and evaluate how you spend your time every single day. Are you doing things that are going to put you in a good mindset when you get up in the morning so you can operate at a higher function all day long? Or are you continuing to do the same habits that you feel like you're dragging ass every day? And if that's you, you have to go and figure out how to not feel that way, because when you're dragging ass, you're not going to be operating the most efficiently that you can. You're going to be slower, you're going to be tired, you're going to be less motivated. So you have to do things and incorporate daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits that help maintain a go-getter, ambitious mindset. And when you can capture that, you then can use that and apply it all week and start operating at a much higher level. You'll be more efficient, you'll waste more time, you will progress more in your business. So this was just something I was thinking about on the mower, on like how I was able to go and grow my business as much as I have, even though I now have 2.5 less hours available in my day. And I also had a daughter. Like, I had a baby that, you know, this is my first year having a baby, so I'm a newly father with a newly added 2.5 hour commute to my day. That's a lot to add on into one season, not to mention I grew my business from 2 trucks to 4 trucks. Within, gosh, I don't know, 4.5 months, we doubled the amount of trucks that we were running, and we almost doubled the amount of clients that we had. It's because I was able to become more efficient. I stopped wasting time and started criticizing how I spent my days. And I highly, highly recommend that you do the same. If you really want to go out there and kill it, make the most of your business, and really start putting yourself on the path to where you're not out here busting your ass and providing these services day in and day out. It is part of the process. You do have to go there, and you got to grind, you got to put the work in, you got to put the sweat and the time and all the years of effort in, but you don't want to spend 10, 15, 20 years trying to do it. And when you can become more efficient, when you start attacking your days and making the most of them, that's what you'll do, is you will save years of your life from being on the field to being off the field and creating the life you want to live. So, something for you guys to think about. I hope that starts to put some things in perspective, and that maybe one of you actually realizes, you know, I probably should do that. How much time have I wasted this year doing things that didn't actually improve my quality of life, the level in which I operate my business, and overall working towards your goals? So, food for thought, guys. Go out there, put the work in, and go kill it.